Okay, now let's look at the direction for this question. The directions are: the following question has a paragraph with one italicized word that does not make sense. Choose the most appropriate replacement for that word from the options given below the paragraph. Now let's look at the question over here. The question is given in the form of a paragraph where one word has been italicized. The word which has been italicized is here. So in these kinds of questions we have to go by the tone of the paragraph. So let's look at it. Her work was criticized for epitomizing the narrow world of the upper middle class English intelligentsia. Some critics judged it to be lacking in universality and depth, without the power to communicate anything of emotional or ethical relevance to the fishy common reader wary of the 1920 aesthetes. Now here the paragraph is talking about the criticism of somebody's work, and the reason for that was because the person was epitomizing the narrow world of the upper middle class English intelligentsia, and some of the critics said that the work lacked in universality and depth, and it did not communicate anything emotional or ethical relevance to the reader who was already wary of what was being written in the 1920s. So here what is happening, probably this author is also following the same style as it was written in the 1920s. So we have to replace this word from the options now. Let's look at the options. And this is an adjective which is being used to define the common reader. Sly common reader, no, it would not fit in over here. Seasoned again would not come over here, because here he is talking about a reader who has actually been wary of what was being written in the 1920s, yes, and he does not want to see it again in the works of a new writer, right? So seasoned would be out of scope over here, because it has a very positive tone as such. Flummoxed would not come over here because he is not confused at all. Vexed, again he might be irritated, but it has a very strong connotation, and there should be one more line to suggest whether he has been vexed or not. Therefore vexed also goes out of scope. So if I put disillusion, yes, the reader who has been reading a lot of books and was aware of the writing style of the 1920s has actually been disillusioned, and he sees this writer also following the same style, therefore he is wary of it. Thank you.